Yeah, as we said, this is an advisory class. So we advise on a whole lot of things and we learn from each other. Today, we are coming to talk about prison, the part 1. Prison. That's life before prison. You see, when I posted the message, a lot of people are asking whether I have been to prison in my life. The issue is not me being to prison or not. The issue is what are we doing to prevent people from going there. That is the issue. So the question is not about me. It's about what are we doing, what we are doing to prevent people from going into various incarceration. Christ talked about prison. Does it mean Christ was a prisoner? No. We had leaders, Ghanaian leaders, who went to prison and came out and became successful. Some were great leaders. People talk about prison. People never been there, but they talk about prison. So it's not about me going there or not. No, it's the advice. You know, Ghana has about 47 prisons across the country. 47 prisons across the country. Every day, people are sent to prison. People come out from prison. Where are they? They are in Ghana. They are everywhere. Facebook, everywhere. In 2016, I don't know the current one, the population of Ghanaian prison was about 14,368 in 2016. I'm not sure all those guys are still in prison today. They are out. To ask whether it's a good place for people to go. No. It is never a good place for people to go. That is the very reason why we need to talk about it, to prevent people from committing crime. You know, those who are in prison today were people like you and I. They were our colleagues in school, classmates, our colleagues in the workplace. They were our church members. They were our priests, our pastors. They were instrumentalists. They were people who were in politics. They were teachers, doctors, nurses, all other vocation and trade were in prison and today are still in prison. You know, so the issue of shying out of, to talk about prison is a very serious one, which we don't need to do. We need to educate the young ones who are coming up to be very careful as the way they live their life, so that they will not fall into that kind of temptation where they will be sent to incarceration. When you advise people, yes, not everybody will take the advice you are giving. Of course, people are meant to go there. That is my belief. Because we have great lawyers who have even been to prison. Soldiers, police officers, prison officers, doctors, even lawyers. I've not heard of any judge, but I heard of lawyer going to prison. So the people are our friends, our family members who went there. We need to prevent other family members, other friends, other colleagues, other church members, other classmates, other work colleagues, whatever it is, from going into prison. So we need to talk about prison and imprisonment. The 47 prisons, there are no animals there. They are human beings in that prison. Some offenses that send people to prison, when you hear, beats imaginations. How can this person go to jail because of this offense? But they are there. You smoke on the street, people also smoke. They are there. You found you are successful. People try, they are there. You steal. People steal, they are not caught. People made a mistake, they are there. People even touch a lady, they are there. People even didn't do anything to warrant them going to that place, they are there. So why is it that we will not talk to people to be careful as to how to live their life to prevent them from going to incarceration? Look, whether it's political, whether it's other crime, a convict is a convict. So now that even we are getting into our political activities, the youth need to be very careful. You can be sent there anytime. When you watch the story of Ghana, the history of Ghana, more people go to prison at the era where there are what? At the political era, where there's a coming election. That is where a lot of people are sent to prison. So this is not to say maybe we don't have anything to do. No. It's because we care. When we do this, when you have any church, any society that you want us to come and talk to people about prison, we are ready. I told you this is life before prison. Tomorrow, we shall look at what happens in prison. You don't need to miss that. What happens into prison when people hear, and I'll urge you to share the video so that a lot of people will hear. That will help somebody to think twice on anything that he's doing. Prison, it is not any good place. And it leaves a long time stigma on you after the incarceration. I always say, it is not about going into prison. The life after imprisonment is dangerous than the prison itself. If you know any prisoner around you, ex-convict around you, call that person and ask him a question. This is not a joke at all. It is something that was laid on me to do, and I have to do it to prevent people from going to prison. And also, those who cannot forgive and everything, every small thing, Ghanaian's attitude, send him to prison, will think twice. Because when you train a monster, it will definitely come back to harm you one day. And our prison yards are placed for training. Don't send people there on minor offenses. Those of you in political environment who have positions, those of you who are opinion leaders, those of you who speak and people listen, talk to our leaders. there can be other forms of punishment for minor offenders for them to go there. When they go there and come back, the stories are different. Prison doesn't change anybody unless you decide to change. It rather aggravates situation because of the conditions there. And you don't want to go there. You don't want to send anybody there. You don't want your family member to go there. Hey, I tell you, the gate alone, the handcuff alone, the courtroom alone will be enough for you to break down in tears. When we talk about prison, people think it's a joke. It is never a joking place. It's a serious place. Ghanaian prison, a serious place. When you ask that, you try to correct the youth, oh, are there no human beings in prison? Well, they will get there and they will see whether they are human beings or subhuman beings in prison. Of course, there are human beings there. I'm not disputing that fact. But you get there one day and your mentality about the place and the way you talk about the place outside will change from that day. If it is a good place, why is it that people go there, come back, and they'll be hiding? Why is it that our politicians, they go there, our big men, they go there, and every day they fake sickness to be sent to hospital? Our politicians know the conditions in the prison. They are not ready to help you. Why don't you help yourself today by preventing yourself from going into incarceration? This is the time when you are outside and you have your freedom. Whatever your hand finds to do, take a very good care of it. You will regret it one day when you dare enter prison yard. You will regret when you dare enter a prison yard. Avoid these small crimes. Avoid them so that you will be free from what? Imprisonment. The humiliation, even from the day of arrest, through the court system, through remand, where if you are a murderer, through trial alone, is not a small thing. There is grace you have brought your own self. There is grace you have brought your family. There is grace you have brought to what? Your friends and your colleagues. You cannot bear it. And mind you, not everybody who entered prison yard come back the same. Your life will really change, and it may change negatively or positively. Mostly it changes negatively. That is why I am doing this. That is why I am educating the youth, especially those who are from school, working now, or looking for a job. Don't be deceived. Guard yourself against the activities that will send you into incarceration. You know, today you drink with people, you smoke with them, you do a whole lot of things, you club. The day you'll be arrested, that is the day that friendship ends. You will come and tell me one day, when you find yourself there, whether those you call friends still remain your friend. When you want to keep your friend, when you want to keep your marriage, those who are married, when you want to keep your marriage, then take the advice I am giving you. Out of 10 married women or men, only maybe 2 can stand imprisonment when their husband go there or their wives go there. The frustration at the gate alone will not make you to visit anybody. Go to any prison, Hope prison, secondary prison, whatever, Kumasi prison, whatever prison you know. Go tomorrow and try visiting somebody. And you see the frustration, you going to visit the person. You see the frustration alone at the gate. Talk of you going into the prison yard. My brother, my sister, this is not a joke. Share this video for others also to listen. Prevent others from what? Going to prison. We are ready when you invite us to your school, your church, your society, clubs, to talk to the youth. My target is the youth. So that they will see the need not to venture to go to any prison. There are misfortunes in this world. We have an accident. Even drivers are there in prison. Accident and all of those things, you cannot control it. But you have to pray to the Almighty God to protect you so that you don't fall into that type of temptation. You know, when they are doing this, so police chasing here and there, you may be sleeping outside, you may be added and be sent to prison yard. Investigation will be done when you are very lucky to come out. Then you are okay. But even that, you have gone to prison. We hear recently an American who sang on their show, mistakenly sent to prison for over 40 years. Do you see? That is why I say pray so that your leg does not get into trouble, so that God prevents you and your family. No matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are, no matter how handsome, no matter how ugly you are, no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how strong you are, when you enter prison yard, the story changes. Do everything within your constraint to prevent yourself, your family, friends, loved ones, and Ghanaian society as a whole from entering into Ghanaian prison. We are looking at life you are leading. See the condition that you are in now. It may not be good. Things are difficult for everybody. But will you choose imprisonment over your freedom that you are having today? The question should be no. Things are difficult, I understand. But do not do anything that will send you into a prison. You are with your family. You are with your wife and children. You are with your friends. You are laughing. You can watch TV, drink water, eat whatever you want to eat. Even if it is Gary you are drinking, let that one be okay for you than planning something for you to enter into incarceration. Your handsomeness will fade the day you step your leg into a Ghanaian prison. 47 people, 47 prisons. Let's do well so that those who are coming out will not go back. And let's do well that new people will not enter our Ghanaian prison. Let's do our best. Educate anybody around you. Share this video to them so that they know that I don't need to do anything to go to prison. I request also to pray for prisoners so that those who have found themselves there will change, or whatever change they were sent there to go and change will change and come back and be useful to society. That should be our prayer. Talking to them, should be our activity. When we mount any platform, at least advising the youth against crime should be our goal, so that people will not go there, so that we will not train monsters to come against ourselves one day, so that we live in peace, so that we will not have more dependence on the government and our resources, so that you will not have a dependent on you. A man who is supposed to be working come out from prison and becomes a problem for you. So you see, it's a shared responsibility for all of us to talk about this canker. So the question is whether me or anybody else has been to prison. The question is, are you ready to prevent people from going there? Are you ready to talk to the youth from going there? Are you ready to share this type of video as a lesson to others from going there? Are you ready to cancel your own self, to be satisfied with what you have now, so that you don't go into prison? Those are the questions. It is there for everybody. I don't want to mention the crimes that send people there. You think stealing, murder, and all those things? No. Winning son at the back of somebody can send you into prison. I thank you for watching this video. Please share the video. You can go to my YouTube page, King-Kwame, it is there. Share the video. Let as many, I'm not doing this for any financial gain. No, not at all. I have hands to work. I have legs. I have mind to think. So this is not a place to get my money, but this is the place to help people. Share the video so that people, for sharing this, you don't lose anything. Not at all. You don't lose anything, but you are helping somebody. Tomorrow, this is just the introduction, life before imprisonment. Consider all the enjoyment you are having today, and consider fulfilling them for another world. Prison is a world on its own. Don't dare to go there. Tomorrow we'll look at what happened. That is life during imprisonment. You don't have to miss that. We will learn a whole lot of things. We will hear a whole lot of things, and we'll use it to guide ourselves. I thank you for watching. Once again, I say share it. And may God bless you and protect your family from prison gate. May none of your children, grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, generation upon them, may none of them see prison yard. For it is not a healthy experience. Good night. We meet tomorrow on Life Within Prison. Bye.